name is David Senyo'S, and I'm from Akachi in the Volta region. So I'm into teaching, and then I'm into mindset education, and I'm into table tennis coaching and playing at the same time. And on a nice day, I like to go swimming, tennis too, and then I'm into soccer too, as in coaching and soccer. For swimming, yes, we don't have swimming pools in most of the public senior high schools. I can't even think of one for now, but maybe the private schools fine. We don't have that. But I took the swimming course because I may be given an employment in an international school someday, and they may have a swimming pool. So they ask, oh, physical education teacher, can you give us some swimming lessons? And it comes in handy. And so then that's how come I took the swimming too. I'm not too sure I can challenge anyone to swimming, but I took the course just to help me in my choice of profession. That's the physical education. So I do swimming too, but I wouldn't try the sea. I like to swim in the pool. I thought that I should get into soccer too, since I'm into physical education. My first love was soccer, but as I said earlier, I got injured when I was playing the team at the tender age, maybe 12, 13, I'm not too sure. And when I got home, my mom said she didn't ask me to go and play soccer. So she gave me a hard knock, and that changed my mind totally to something else, which is table tennis. But I thought I could do something with soccer too. So I did a coaching course in soccer. We have licenses C, B, and A as the highest in Ghana for now. But I was able to do license C and then license B. And the experience there, I never know when it will come handy. So I am a soccer coach, table tennis coach. But for now, people know me to be with table tennis more than for soccer. So someday I'm hoping that all of this will come into bear and will help me to give back to society. We can all see that soccer has been doing well in terms of finance when it comes to sports. Even though I love table tennis, I thought that if I get into soccer too, it may pay off someday. And considering my profession as a physical education teacher, I thought it wise to do as many disciplines as possible, so that when I am teaching, it will be easier. If you go through coaching, then it helps in your delivery as a physical education teacher, especially if you have to teach some skills. So in table tennis, it is easy, and if I'm teaching soccer too, because of the coaching background, it's easy. In the university, I was playing table tennis, and my hall needed a tennis player. So someone said, oh, I could do it, and I took the tennis course for a semester, I think the second year. So tennis and table tennis, the difference is not that clear. Sometimes it affects your reflexes, but if you can play table tennis, it's easier to play tennis. Yeah, so I took that one too, but I am not a very good player comparatively. I mean, when you bring table tennis, I will be far better on that. But I was able to represent my hall, and then I qualified into the school team. They were selecting 5, and I can play that too, but not as well as table tennis. That's more about it. I started in the university for tennis. Table tennis took me first because it was something that could bring money for me to pay my school fees when I was in the senior high school. So I had to play table tennis then. More of passion and then survivor. When I go to train at Valco Club in Tema, my coach Imanote will talk to some of the big men who are working at the Volta Aluminium Company. Babu for sure. So that's how I got into table tennis. To survive. First to survive. And then the passion developed, with time. And I think my time with it in the university was the time I could say I enjoyed it. In the basic school, I played for my school and I did well. But I didn't know how good it was until I got to the university. I played in the basic, then in the senior high school. I was in Chemu Senior High School in Temple. I helped my school to win the overall trophy for table tennis. Yeah, so I enjoyed it. But when I go to university, it was more of enjoyment, and then the financial aspect was good because then I have to travel. I recall we went to Nigeria twice, 2010 and then 2012. In 2010 we were in Akure and I had a bronze medal for doubles play. And then 2012 we were in Ilorin, Nigeria, and again I had a bronze medal for doubles. And the big one I should say was when I was in Shenzhen, China in 2011. And you get to travel, you are given some money, and then you meet people. Yeah, so table tennis has been the big part of it, and that's what I love the most. And that got me into coaching. Yeah, so I took a table tennis coaching course in 2006. Yeah, and that was when I was posted to the Volta region. But the course was in Winnipeg. After my training college education, that's for 3 years, I was posted to Denu in the Volta region in 2005. So then I taught for 5 years. In 2010, I was in University of Cape Coast. We have a club in Volta region, Denu specifically, called the Vilkamanga Table Tennis Club. And I've been the coach since 2005 when I was posted to the region as a physical education teacher. I taught in the basic school, and like I said earlier, but after the university it was purely physical education. So the club that existed and being the coach helped me to get some of my students in school into the club. So those who are not able to do well academically, I try to teach them, and then they get into the game. And some, have achieved a lot through that. If I see a player like Millicent Ambude, who is having a scholarship in the University of Ghana because of table tennis, I feel proud, and I think that it's a good thing. And I also got help, so helping others in that regard is good for me. I am into officiating in table tennis too. I took a course in officiating, so I am an international umpire for table tennis. I did that in 2010. Yeah, that was when I took the course. But I never had a chance to officiate outside Ghana until this year, when I was invited to Nigeria for the semester Nigeria Opens. Meeting the likes of Aruna, who was judged the overall best player, and it was a good experience. So I want to say that too helped. There became a time I may not be able to play like I'm doing now. So I thought that getting into officiating too would help. So then I'm still there, I'm still in the game. It has different parts. So that's more of like doing all I can. So I wouldn't feel lonely, or I wouldn't feel, burdened, but I still love what I do. And that is how come it's also added to the lot of things that I do. And for officiating in table tennis, I think it is in there because I'm more into table tennis for now, and in Ghana we don't have a lot of officials for table tennis. So when the chance came for me to take the course, I I was happy to take it. Fortunately for me, this year I was able to take the basic referee course in tournament organization, and I was able to top the class for the two courses. I was able to top the class. I had to go into mindset education, and I went to South Korea in 2015 for the program. I started in Ghana in 2013 when I was in my third year in the university for the first degree. And then I had this Korean who came to the school to talk about the program. So I was invited to the campus IYF International Youth Fellowship Program, and there we were invited again to Tema Community 12. So at Tema, the leader for the group International Youth Fellowship, Reverend Oxu, talked about mindset education, and I said, wow, this is a great opportunity, so I needed to take advantage of it. So I started in 2013. It's flexible, you know. In Ghana, we go every 2 months, we meet once, and the meeting is from Friday to Sunday. Friday evening, the whole of Saturday, and then Sunday morning you go back, and then the next 2 months. So in my second year, I had a chance to finish it up in South Korea in 2015. There too, the experience was good because we visited about 8 different regions in South Korea. Learning about mindset education, I think it broadens one's horizon to see life in a different perspective. You know, if you take, for instance, the computer, we have the software and then the hardware. And mindset education, you're talking about the mind. So our human body is the hardware, and that part that helps us to function, to love, and do so many things is the mind, which you can't see but it exists. I thought that getting a training into that would help, and it's been helpful because some things that I thought I knew, after the mindset education I realized there was a whole lot that I didn't know, and that's the beauty of it. So I give mind lectures as a mind specialist. If there's a need to focus on one, ultimately I may be focusing on the mindset education, because I think that a lot of people have a lot of problems about mind problems. People are into depression, you know, and then they feel isolated, and sometimes it's hard, you know, to get the thoughts to connect in life. Sometimes you want to give up, and some commit suicide because of problems with their mind. Yeah, so personally, considering the hardship I've been through and where I am now, I think that I can help humanity better if I help in the mindset education. So I think that mindset education is one thing I will take up seriously, not for the financial gains, but to give back to society. And that reminds me of what group that I want to come up with. I thought that I could give better if I work in a team, because even though I'm in a whole lot, I may not know it all. I could be a jack of all trade, master of none. So one day the thought came that how about I get different people from different backgrounds who would all decide that we'll have a common goal to help humanity. So the thought of getting a support group came, and I've gotten some questionnaires to people and they've answered them, and when the right time comes to come out fully, then all these things that I do will come to bear. If we meet a table tennis player who is going through some trouble, and then maybe he needs or she needs some coaching, I could offer that. If you meet a footballer, I could offer the little service I can. And if maybe somebody is into swimming or even into public speaking, and I can give help to that person, I think it makes me happy when I'm able to make others happy. You know, I I feel that life is worth it when I give, like a Chinese proverb that we have to behave like the cloud we receive only to give away like the rain.